Morning, welcome back. This morning I found this little beauty. In the background there, that's the hill of the Red Fox, kind of north of Skye. And just to the north there, we've got the famous Quiraing, which the other morning I hiked. I never recorded it on video, just for the simple fact that the wind was that strong at the top. The audio, you wouldn't have been able to hear me, so I didn't take the camera out. So, as I said, this morning, the hill of the Red Fox, I found this little river running down from it. Really quite nice. We've got in the foreground all the rocks that are really vibrant with the greens, with the mosses. The water's kind of the right level. Two compositions of it, one in portrait. It's really quite nice, and the second one in landscape. I've already took the image. This morning's weather is pretty horrendous. The camera that I'm recording this on sat in the back of the car just in case it absolutely chucks down, which it has been all morning. What I'll do is I'll take that camera there that I'm recording on and I'll take you down to the burn and show you the composition. Okay, so looking at the back of the screen there, you can see the composition I've got. Wait a minute, I'll just take all this off the screen. There you are. So I've got the river coming down towards the front of the foreground, or the foreground of the picture. We've got them stunning moss green rocks, and the burn leads you up to that big mountain there, the hill of the Red Fox. As you can see at the top of it, we are getting a little bit of low cloud, which is quite nice. And all I'm doing here is I just keep firing off shots because the cloud cover is changing so much. You can also see here in the histogram, I don't know if you can see that, the histogram there. So what you don't want is this graph touching that right hand side. If that happens, you're blowing out your highlights. And when you blow out your highlights, you get zero detail, zero data in the image of that area, the highlights. So you want it as close to the right hand side of the graph as you can, but not touching. If it's touching, that's what we call clipping. And it's also the same on the other side. However, you can pull back a little bit of the shadows. So what I tend to do is I'll take a couple of different exposures. I'll take exposures that are like that, quite dark, but I'll also I'll brighten up the foreground and I'll take that shot. That histogram's telling me that I'm blowing out my highlights. That will be in the sky. I'm blowing out the highlights in the sky. However, I have took a couple of exposures with darker skies, and if I need to, then I'll exposure blend them in Lightroom or Photoshop. In all, I think this is quite a nice scene. As I say, I was here for sunrise this morning and I was hoping for the Red Fox to glow red, but it never really materialised. We decided it was going to rain instead. So what I'll do is I'll put the images up on screen for you now, and you can tell me which one you prefer in the comments down below. Do you prefer the portrait or do you prefer the landscape orientation? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear your views. This afternoon, thought I'd come somewhere a bit different. I came to a little fishing village kind of south of Skye called Elgor. It's a lovely little place. This scene here is well shot, and you can't really come to Skye without coming here. And the reason, the attraction for here is just in the foreground there is a boulder. It's almost circular, and it makes a really nice foreground interest if the water is round about it. I don't have that today. That is just not quite high enough. I've done something a little bit different. Kind of came back from the shore, and the rocks are quite nicely shaped. On the right hand side there you've got these leading lines, kind of verticals and horizontals. That is leading you into the picture. And obviously we've got the water there. A 10 stop filter on the front of the Tamron lens, 24-70. I took a range of different shots from 30 seconds all the way down to 15, ISO 100 f11. It should turn out. I've also took several images in case I need to focus stack as well, so I focused on the foreground, I focused on them rocks up there as well, and I focused on the background just in case I need. I don't think I'll need that background one. There's a lot of interest here, so I would like to get it all in focus. Probably get away with a one shot. Let's go down there, further back, see if we can get anything else. Some nice leading lines on the rocks down there that actually might be nicer than here. But this is the must go to shot. Everybody gets this shot when they come, so I thought what the heck, might as well get it. Let's see if we can bear it.